Here, I got one more video and then I'm gonna close this shit out. Noble, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit right here. Hold on.
Vagina, the root of your vagina. They don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom. Yeah, that bottom one. But see, every man may not know because he might not have a penis to really know how to hit that bottom or how to lift to hit that bottom and work that middle where the woman, she spread her legs wide and she starts screaming, saying, yeah, daddy, that's it. Or she might start cursing or screaming out all types of profanities because he done hit the bottom. And now her mind, she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain. She's gone crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom and your body remembers it. Just like a man will put a woman over doggy style or maybe get a mirror or something. Then they start hitting that woman from the back or on her back. They hitting her. Then they start talking. They start saying all kind of stuff to her while they hitting her. And see, that woman is being seduced. She been seduced. He's breaking her down, man. He is screwing her into submission. He's screwing her into slavery. That's why.
And this is a natural fact. And I know if you a dude that know, then you know, right? If you a dude that know, then you know. When you can hit the back spot behind the back spot, the struggle love shit, they all about it. They'll put your consumer's energy in their name. 100%. 100%. They kick this struggle love shit. They talk about chemistry. They talk about a vibe. What is it? It's when I meet you, do I think that you can knock the shit out of me? Do I think that you can blow my back out? And now that we've had sex, can you destroy it? If you was a square and a lame and you was quiet and this, that, and the other, but you was destroying a girl's soul, all of that, you know, she act like she got the fucking secret weapon. She wouldn't be sitting up talking about you, lame. And I know this. I know this from experience. I am telling you 100%. All these standards that women have for dating is all bullshit. Oh, you need to take me here. If you're not trying to spend this amount of money, a coffee date, blah, 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 blah. Now, I believe that men should pay for dates, but let's keep it a buck. The dude that's blowing you out the frame, you paying for the Uber, right? You paying for the Uber Eats, right? You giving him money on his cell phone bill. Like, let's keep it a buck. Let's just be real for once. This struggle love shit that y'all talking about is really just a time and space where you was getting some good dick. And when you have a woman that sit up and make a video like this, where she's got 2 or 3 minutes talking about how the man is great, but he ain't good enough. The reason why he's great, but he ain't good enough is because he's not blasting your shit out the frame. 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. And the reason our women make decisions like that is because they are hypersexual. They have been sexualized. They've monetized their sexuality. We have a group of women, and it's not all our women that have no sense of modesty, and they don't have a dad that they need to bring a man home in front of that's gonna say, "What the hell do you think about bringing this man in my house? Get him the fuck out of here before I kill him." Right? But you don't have that. So you ladies are picking based off of your best thinking. And your best thinking, with your brain soaked in all those chemicals that cause all of those emotions, your best thinking in your 20s is for shit. I don't care how high your GPA is. I don't care what degree program you come in. When it comes to emotions and a woman in her 20s, her brain is fucking soup. Let's just keep it a buck. And that's why other cultures are outperforming us. The other cultures are outperforming us because they have shame in their community. You can be proud of something and you can be ashamed of it too. Shame is not bad, it's natural. You should feel ashamed when you do some shit you ain't got no business doing. You should be ashamed. So when you have a community that has removed shame, removed a man from the household, removed all masculine standards, told women that they can sleep with whoever the hell that they want, of course, you got a whole bunch of babies that don't nobody want, that ain't nobody raising, that's coming up and eating the fucking world alive. Absolutely you do. And it starts with women like this one up top. Let me tell you what would have happened, right, back in time. If this would have been 60 or 70 years ago, and she had a father in the home, he would have told her, girl, shut up and marry that man. Y'all love will come after. You got every woman in our community trying to marry off a fucking Disney movie. That ain't life. You falling in love with how somebody's smashing you, like that's gonna carry you through a lifetime past what character and integrity would carry you. Now, I ain't saying that you should be sexually unsatisfied, ladies. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is putting that at the top of your value hierarchy, whether you get married or not, makes you a slut. How about that? If at the top of your value hierarchy and how you pick a man is based off of how good he can screw you, then I submit that you are a slut. How about that? How about that? How about that? If the sex you're getting, and I'm not saying the sex should be bad, right? But I'm saying that if the sex you're getting is more important than a good father for your children, a good husband you can count on, a hard worker that'll protect and provide for you, if you can put D above all of that, then I am sorry to tell you, you are a slut. You're a slut. How about that? You don't like it. You don't like it, but it's real. And we got a whole lot of women in our community that push narratives that are like this, and they justify it. You can sit up and listen to this woman run her mouth for 3 minutes in this video that Noble put up. And ain't a goddamn word she said true about nothing. None of it's true. None of it. None of it. Something's missing. He's a 6, but I need a 7. You need a 10.5. That's what you need. That's what your problem is. You done ran around with a whole bunch of dudes. You done blew your walls out. You done set your sexual expectations to the moon because you've been sitting up screwing 3 and 5 guys at a time. You know, women can say, oh, well, a guy, he's become insensitive because he watches too much pornography. He's watched so much porn that he can't get off or get up for sex. You'll have women that make that point, right? So you can talk about how a man can be so sexually saturated that it ruins his normal and natural libido and appetite for sex. But then simultaneously, you can't transfer that to women who is out here getting trains ran on them, who got 10, 15, 20, 30 bodies. You don't think you can't draw a connection between those two things? It's disingenuous. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And everybody knows it. Men don't want to wife women who have high body counts because on the inside, they feel like this woman right here in this video. That's what it is. It's not that a man is insecure. It's the fact that you're broken and he knows that if he tries to make some shit work for you, he's the one that's going to end up holding the bag. That's not insecure. That's not insecure. That's intelligence. Everybody knows that when you deal with these women that have been out here getting slayed by everybody, that they cheat, quit, and are unhappy in marriage. Everybody knows this. These are easily Googleable facts. We all know this at this point. And pretending as if the problem is that you just aren't secure enough about me getting a train ran on me, where I'm giving a slippery, slobbery, throat nastery, gobbly goop, guac 7 trillion to 4 different dudes that I don't even know, but you need to respect me. That's fucking crazy. If you ask most women, Noble, they will tell you respect is earned. That's what women will tell you. Respect is earned. That's what they will tell you. So if you're a woman and you sleep with a dude that you don't know from a fucking can of paint, then that means you don't respect him. And that means you sleep with men you don't respect. And if you can sleep with people as a woman that you don't respect, how can you tell me you respect yourself? You cannot. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect the value of your body. You don't respect the value of your divine womb. You don't respect the sanctity of the act of sex. And you got a whole bunch of women that sit up and kick all this spiritual shit, talk about soul ties and ancestors and all of this bullshit, sitting up getting ran because it feels good. Sitting up getting ran because it feels good. And then expect for you to turn around and take them serious. Like I should look at you as anything more. And I'll close on this, Noble, because you said one thing that I disagree with before you let me up. You said if you dealing with these women, you can at least, basically you said you can have sex with them. but you got to leave it there. Noble, no, you cannot. I'm telling you this, OG, to a young spitter coming up in the game. No, you cannot. And I'll tell you why. Because these women, sex is a weapon. Sex is a legal tender for them. Okay? And when they have sex with you, you don't know when you're dealing with a woman that's going to vandalize a condom, that's going to try to get a baby on you, that'll give you a venereal disease and don't care because secretly in their heart and soul, they hate men because they daddy wouldn't shit, or they watched their mom get abused because their mom was a hoe. And that's because their mama's mama was a hoe and or dealt with some dude of low character. And so now you got a woman that don't care about giving you a venereal disease, putting the baby on you, or deleting the baby. She don't care either way. She ain't gonna tell you. She'll tell you that she needs to delete the baby so she can get some money out of you. I done seen women run scams like that. Be screwing 3, 4, 5 guys at a time. Tell all of them she pregnant and she not, and that she need money for deletion, and then collect funds from everybody. I done seen that before. Because I grew up in Detroit. And in Detroit, let me tell you something. These women are fucking scandalous. They scandalous out here, bro. So you got 3 things that you can't deal with these modern women on. 1, they will give you a disease and not think twice about it and know that they punani sick. They don't care. They don't care. They don't look at the fact that they got a sick punani based off their own decision making. They blaming it all on men. You hear them in these lives when we sit up and we talk. That's number 1. Number 2, they'll give you a baby that you don't want outside of wedlock like it ain't shit. They'll play with the condom. They'll do whatever it is. It don't matter. And then number 3 is they will put a case on you. They'll either have a law or some other ninjas sitting up looking to kick your ass to try to take some money from you, or because you hurt their feelings, or because this, that, and boom, 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 boom. And next thing you know, you in jail, right? Because these women even believe they can remove consent after sex has happened. It ain't safe. You can't deal with a modern woman. Let her deal with a modern man, a Pookie, a Ray Ray, a Pander, whatever. Let her deal with them. If you a man that's taking your life and your future seriously, and you want a wife and a family at some point, then you cannot afford to deal with a modern woman any more than you can stick your dick in a blender. You got no business dealing with them. None. They have no moral system. Their only moral system is tolerance. They do whatever they want, and it's always somebody else's fault. This is modern men and modern women. But if you're a traditional man and you want traditional outcomes, then I'm talking to you about modern women. I'm not saying that modern men aren't a problem too, because they're the reason for modern women. They come into these lives and come into these spaces and sit up and tell these women what they want to hear because it's a mating strategy for them. It's a mating strategy. They're trying to get likes and follows so they can get money, or they're trying to get likes and follows so when they slide into some woman's DM, they got enough credibility to try to spit something. It's a mating strategy. They don't give a fuck about y'all. Ain't no man telling you you can screw whoever you want anytime you want. That's that's looking out for your best interests. That no man who's telling you you can give it away to any and everybody and it don't matter. No man who is saying that is the man who values you. A man who values you thinks that you should be treat yourself like you're a prize, and you ain't a prize if everybody can get it. So the man telling you that everybody should be able to get it is not the man who sees you as a prize. You a damn fool. That's what you are. So to fellas, this, in my opinion, I always believe in personal responsibility. In my opinion, the husband, the fiance, this is his fault. It's his fault because he was dealing with a woman where if you're a guy, you cannot deal with women that you have to chase. You have to build your value and deal with the women who are checking for you. Do not chase these women. Do not chase them. Because like I said, you sitting up burning through bread and they got some dude that they paying an Uber to come over and split out a lower spine and fuse their lower 4 vertebrae together with the most ultimate back shots. And they paying for it. So you sitting up chasing around some chick that don't want you, you are a fool. Work on yourself, King. Get your money right. Get into therapy. Lose some weight. Hit the gym. Get a mentor. Get some game. And then deal with the women who are checking for you, but never chase. Even if you feel like, if you want to chase to try to get some trim, I can understand that. I don't recommend it because of all the shit I told you before with the disease and the pregnancy and catching a case. But work on yourself and stop complaining about these women out here. This chick is getting everything she deserves. The next man that comes along, he's going to ask her, why didn't you get married? What happened? And she's going to say, right dude, wrong size. And he's going to be like, no problem, sweetheart. Have another drink. And then he's smashing and dashing. I had a girl that was a fucking lingerie model. Badass black and Filipino chick where like she had Italian in there too. Man, she was so curvy. And I met her at a bar. Her and I kicked it, set up, talked all night till like 6 o'clock in the morning. Next weekend, we hook up. I take her to Pound Town. I'm over to her place. I get up in the morning. I walk out. There's a dude sleeping on a couch. I'm like, what's up? He's like, what's up, man? I go, grab me some orange juice, drink that shit right out the neck, right? Come back to the room and say, who's old boy on the couch? She said, oh, that's my ex. That's your ex? Yeah. Okay, we can talk about that. What happened? Oh, he was great. He was this, he was that. I just realized I wasn't in love with him anymore. Do you know what I heard in my mind? You can do everything right for this woman here, and you will still be sleeping on her couch while he listened to somebody put 4 hours of destruction into her guts, smelling the perfume he bought, peeling off the drawers he purchased, right in the bed that he's paying for. You are a fool when you chase women. Do not chase them. The Bible says, don't chase women. If you chase women, it leads to destruction. That's in Proverbs. I'm telling you, focus on yourself. And that's why this dude and his wife, he got what he deserved. He got what he deserved. He was dealing with somebody that didn't want him, right? She probably modern as fuck. You're dealing with a modern woman that didn't want you. That's the double entendre of fucking stupidity. You going down for it. So I say all of this to say, right? Focus on yourself. Work on yourself. Don't worry about these women. Get your money right. Get your mind right. Get your body right. Deal with the women who want you. Women like this, women in our community, if they aren't birthing these thugs, then the young ones that are being raised are still turning into these thugs to get with the women that are most prevalent in our community. So not only is your mama raising you to be this, the young girls you're gonna interact with, they're gonna set the goalposts in that land of gangster stupidity. So you don't grow up and become nothing. Nothing. Pac was covered in tattoos and dead in 8 years trying to pander and please our women. We got good women. It ain't all our women. But that light snuffed out of the world chasing what our women want. That dog don't hunt, man. You got to let that shit go. I'm going to close on this. This is something my father told me, and I hope it makes as much sense to y'all as it made to me. When you dance with the devil, he don't change. You do. Leave these hoes alone. Peace.